Hey, y'all know who it is. Tony from Stick With Us Delivery Service. I'm coming on here today. I just want to give y'all a lot of gems. Those of you that want to learn how to dispatch, those of you that want to start a cargo van business, a box truck business, or a medical carrier business. We are in the approaching the last quarter of the year, which is peak season. We only got 4 months left: September, October, November, December. These are the months that we all got to make count. You feel me? This our bread and butter. I'm not sure if any of you knew or you were on the fence or you like, okay, when should I get in the game? We keep it real with you. If you was ever going to get in it and you want to make your money immediately, right now, today is the time to get into the cargo van industry because we're approaching peak season. So everybody and some are going to be needing help and need deliveries, and it's gonna be so many companies that need help. It's gonna blow your mind. You're gonna be like, wow, I didn't know it was that much work out here. So, yeah, we're approaching the last quarter of the year. I actually got a class tomorrow. If you go to any of my videos or any of my posts, I actually put the link for the class. That class is tomorrow. It's a free class. It don't cost you nothing. It's a free class. I want to get everybody in the same room. Actually, the class has sold out. It was I had 500 seats. Those seats are gone. But I'm going to up my Zoom. I'm up my Zoom meeting seats to 1,000. That way, everybody can get a seat. It's gonna cost me more money, but I'm not tripping. This is my way of giving back to you all. So I'm gonna be able to truly walk you through the process of how to start this business, how to succeed in this business. And those of you that never been in a room with me before, you have the opportunity to be in a room with me and understand how I run my business, and just how I do things, that way you can get a better understanding of how things go, and firsthand experience, and then you can hear from some of my students and, hear their journey as well. So looking forward to the class tomorrow. It's going to be a movie. Let's see what's good, bro. I've been following you for a while. How do I get started from Seattle, Washington? So, Stock Bros, are you looking to start a cargo van business or what are you looking to start? Talk to me. Damn Works, he said, what's going on, Tony? Blessings to you. Hey, blessings, family. Number love, man. Hey, Shay, how you doing? How you doing? What's good? What's good? Tony, I'm in Georgia. Already rock with airspace. I'm looking for medical carrier work. What do you recommend? I mean, obviously, I'm guessing, but I'm guessing you're using your car. Depending on what the schedule look like with the company you're already with, you want to use the search engines. You got to use search engines. You got to knock on doors. You got to see what's all available for you in your area. And the key really is apply. If you got a car, you got to put work in. A car is not easy, because you really got to take the time to build relationships and put the work in, and then use all those search engines to y'all advantage. The CB drivers, the carrier gigs, the Craigslist, the Indies. Everything. Whatever search engine you know about, you need to use it to your fuller capability. Mohammed, how you doing, man? Nice to hear from you. Okay, cargo van right now. Okay, so Stock Bros. I don't know what your credit score look like, but on average, you need about $10,000 to start a cargo van business. On average, half of that is pretty much on the down payment of the cargo van. Just to be real with you all. Trent Jackson, what's up, family? How you doing, man? Nice to see you inside the live today. Yeah, so if y'all don't know, I actually have, like I said, I have a class tomorrow. It's going down Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you go to my link, if you go to my profile, you'll see my link in bio. If you go to any of my posts I've been posting, I'm constantly posting it. We got 500 seats. Those 500 seats are gone. I just updated my Zoom. That way now, I'm gonna upgrade it to 1,000. I think it cost me almost $700 to upgrade that to get an extra 500 people in that room. But I'm doing it for y'all, man. Manny said, I'm about to get started. I'm from Seattle, working on my credit and getting money together now. That's what's up, Manny. You're in a good area too, bro. Damn, it's a lot of different contracts in Seattle. So you starting off really, really good, man. You're in a really, really good area. That's a good way to get started, man. I love when I see people in good areas and they want to start this business because, your story will be a little different than some people's stories that's not in such a good area. So congrats to you, man. Absolutely, congrats on getting started. Make sure y'all hit the like button, and also share this live if you know anybody that looking to start a medical carrier business, cargo van business, box truck business, dispatch company. I specialize in everything. Not everything, but all those things I just named, that's what I specialize in. I've been doing it for quite some time now, and we get a lot of people up and running, man. I also want to give a huge shout out to one of my mentees. They joined my 1% club. Her name is Barbara. Shout out to Barbara, man. She started off as a fleet owner. Right? They got 5 cargo vans. They actually just purchased their vans this week, and we finna run their company for them. Well, not really run it, but you know, hold their hand, so they can understand how to run a fleet. That's big business. So even on the low end, let's say with the 5 vans, if she did all of them local, that's still 500,000 for the year. So she's starting off. Her growth should be at 500,000 on the low end. On the high end, should be somewhere between 700, 600 to 750,000. So to be blessed to start off like that is I wish I could have started off like that. That's amazing. So huge congratulations to Barbara Smith, man. She's out of Florida, like Central Florida area. Jerry, how you doing, man? Jay say, can you do medical carrier? No, you can't do medical carrier with a felony. I mean, you can if the felony is older than 7 years. Now, if your felony is older than 7 years, you can't apply and get the contract. But I'm gonna be real with y'all. Those of you that got felonies, if y'all got like a lot of speeding tickets, you got DUIs. I'm gonna just speak on the felony part first. If you got felonies, right, and they're recent felonies, a year old, 2 old, 3 years old, whatever the case may be, just go start a cargo van business. That's the best advice I can give you. You're gonna make way more money than a medical carrier. Cargo vans make 2 to 3 times more a year than what a medical carrier can make. So if you got a felony, start your cargo van business. That's the best advice I can give anybody. Another thing, if you got DUIs, you got speeding tickets, stuff like that, you can still start a cargo van business. It's just your insurance going to be a little bit higher. I mean, I can teach you some ways to lower that commercial insurance for you all to get up and running, but that'll be the best advice I'm gonna give anybody that have things that can hinder you in some ways of starting this business. You look like that don't even make sense. Is this a good company to start? Yes, they are. Yeah, they are. I would start with more than one. Like me personally, man, when you get your foot in this game, you want to do as much as you can. You want to sign up with as many companies as you can, build as many relationships as you can. Y'all don't hinder yourself to like one company. Cause I see a lot of times people like, hey, I'm with this company, and that's all you want. That's all the money you want to make. You don't want to make no extra money. That you just want that one company money. One source of income is extremely too close to none. So you want to have multiple. Hey, anytime, anytime. Just filled the LLC today, brother. I'm on the way. Let's go. Purple Hearts, what's up? Stanley Young say, just took my twig picture to. Hey, congrats, man. We had the one-on-one. Oh, Stanley, yeah, what's up, Stanley? What's up? Okay, one of my mentees in the building. What's up, man? Shout out to Stanley. Yeah, we just had our one-on-one yesterday, man. Yeah, we got work to do. It's time to power up. Let me see. Okay, we got Britain. Britain say, gang, I'm gonna be there tomorrow. Let's go. You in Ohio? Brand Jones, where you at? Where you located at? I see somebody hit me, say they ready to get started. That's fine. While I'm on the line, they hit me. That's fire. That's right. Yeah, you got to stack your apps, you got to stack your contracts, you got to stack all of that. Absolutely. Paul says CDL best thing for a felon. I mean, it varies. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I mean, cargo vans make just as much as semi truck drivers. I mean, because if you're a semi truck driver and you just got your CDLs, you're gonna be driving for a company, and that company gonna pay you 40 cent to 60 cent a mile. If you start your own cargo van business, you're gonna make 80 cent, 90 cent, $1, $2, $3 a mile. So you gotta weigh your options on which one makes the most sense. Oh, you're in Akron. All right, that's what's up, man. Another good area. We have contracts everywhere. I mean, it just depends on. I mean, not really contracts. I move freight. I like to move freight. I do work with a medical company, but it just depends on what's available. Let me see. First off, salute to you. Quick question. What made you take the van route versus dually trucks and trailers? I'm quite sure you have of your reasons. Okay, so that's a great question. What's your name? Real One YouTube. So yeah, great question. So when I first got started in the business, I was driving box trucks. I worked for a company driving box trucks Monday through Saturday. I wanted to actually I wanted to get a box truck when I started, but when I started doing my research and started seeing how much box trucks cost, and then also every time our box truck had some type of repairs, it was 10,000, 12,000. I was like, you know what I'm saying? And you got to mind, I'm working for the company. My money is not there yet, so then I started door dashing in my car, started doing local apps with my car as well. And I started doing my research. I had some friends that the two girls I knew that were driving cargo vans, and they was doing about 1,800 a week. I was like, wow, I didn't even know a cargo van existed, to be real with you. And I started doing my research on cargo vans. And when I was doing my research, I said, all right, that's reasonable. I can work with that. That's within my budget. I figured out how much I needed. You know, I had a 500 credit score. I said, okay, my credit bad. I was going around, you know, I ran my credit a few times just to see, and it was like, oh, you're gonna need like 5,000 or better down. I was like, okay, cool. So then I just got into the cargo van business. I got in the business. I seen what the overhead was. It wasn't that high, and I seen it was a high. I'm gonna tell you, okay, I'm gonna tell you something else too. I seen it was a high need for cargo vans, but also you got to remind you, I was got in that COVID time, so a lot of the semi trucks and all that stuff was grounded. The cargo vans was still moving, so that struck my interest too. So a lot of times when them semi trucks and all that stuff be like down and they go on strike and all that, our vans are still moving. So right then and there, I knew the van was the way for me to go. You know, I understood the overhead is not that high and the upside is a lot higher. It only cost me about $65 to fill up a tank that gives me 400 miles. And if I book a load that's 400 miles, on average, I'm getting $400 for that load. So it's only costing me $65 and I'm profiting $335. For me, I'm coming from the streets, coming from where I come from. That was a no-brainer for me, you know, but I love that question though. You know, and then later on when I got into the game, and I started noticing, I started teaching a lot of people that got semi trucks and stuff and box trucks. They wanted to come over to cargo vans, and I asked them like, "Yo, how much you make?" And they be like, "I made 40 cents a mile." And then I had these two girls that was team drivers driving for a semi truck company, and they said that they make how much they said they make? They said that they make, hold on, what's that is? Hold on. They said that they made. Yeah, they said that they make 65 cents a mile for team drivers in a semi truck, and I was like, wow, you know, I didn't ever know that. I was like, damn, cargo vans make way more than that. And I stuck with the vans, bro. And then I ended up. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all what made me mentor. I was never thinking about mentoring nobody. I was just, you know, trying to get my life together and get my money up. But I'm gonna tell y'all what made me do it is that one of my friends out of Georgia, older friend, he's probably about 62, 63 years old. And he seen the money I was making in the cargo van industry. And he was like, hey, teach me how to do that. And I like, you really want to drive over the road? He was like, yeah, I do it. He's like, I ain't got nothing to do. All right, cool. I told him exactly what van to get. He got the van. I hooked him up with the loads. He started going over the roads, started being very successful. And next thing you know, I noticed that he wasn't driving no more. What he did was hire the driver, put a driver in the van, and then just put his business on autopilot. And I was like, damn, like, so that's why I love, like, even if I know something and I teach somebody else, that's the beauty of this business. We get to make it our own. So no matter what I teach you, you still get to make this your own. And that's what he did. And then I was like, damn. And then, you know, I always tell this story how my sister reached out to me and said, yo, Tony, you know, you help your friend get up and running, and I see you've been helping a few people. They was like, they're like, you need a mentor. And I was like, what you mean I need a mentor? It was like, because you're really good at it, but I feel like you can be on a higher level with this business. And long story short, I got my mentor. First thing my mentor said, why are you not mentoring people? You got this. This is your field. This is your lane. This is what you do. You're really good at it. So then I started mentoring people because she was like, you know, it's cool for you to know something, but you really get your blessings when you're able to pull other people with you. And just let them know that, you know, understand your worth and your time is valuable, and, you know, you don't want nobody to play with it. And, you know, just have your amount, your price that you feel is fair, that's your worth, charge that, mentor people, really show receipts, really get them up and running, show people that They can do this. Give people hope and faith, and that was life changing for me, man. That like, but then I had to think about it. I just didn't right away decide to do it. Um, and the reason why, because I knew it was gonna take a lot of out of me. It was gonna take a lot of my time. Gonna take a lot of my family time, But I say, you know what, I'm gonna do it for the greater purpose. And then I started mentoring, and then one of my mentees that really shocked me was Marlon, because he was valeting my car. Y'all know the story. He was valeting my car. I met him, valeting, asked me what I do, told him what I do, and the first month that man almost made $14,000, and that's when I knew I had something. I said, yeah, I got something. And this is real life. This can really change somebody. To change for a 21-year-old young man that I don't know, to ask me what I do, and I start mentoring him. He makes $14,000 his first month. It's amazing, man. And now 2.5 years later, that man made $450,000 last year, man. And it's crazy. He's not even my top earning mentees. I got like 7 mentees that do over $1 million a year. I got one do $2 million, one do 3.5, one at 1.2 million. I mean, I got so many, but it's crazy. But it's a blessing. I thank God. I thank God for everything. For waking me up this morning, for being on this live and interacting with you all. I'm very grateful, very humble for this experience that I'm experiencing. Let me get some questions in. Can I practice mentoring? I like that though. I like that. I'm not gonna lie. Does your flock teach them Jesus would never lift his hand off of you again? Blessings to you. Nah, damn, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, bro. That's love, man. I appreciate that, man. How you feel about Japanese vending machine? Look out for me, big dog. Waiting and some funds to free up, and I'm signing up for the mentorship. Let's get. I got a new 1% club too. That's my newest mentorship I'm launching. I'm doing like a little slow launch right now, but we got a couple of members so far. Okay, all right, Leo Love, I got you, homie. I'm in a semi truck over the road now. I'm heading towards the cargo van life. I'm in Texas today, but I'm home in Fort Pitt. What's up, man? How you doing, man? Okay, so you in the semi truck industry, right? So I want to talk to you real quick so we can educate everybody so they can understand, right? So you in the semi truck industry. How you say your name? Is your name? I'm gonna just say Nisha. So you drive for a company in your semi truck? I just want to do a little engagement real quick so we can put people up on game how this industry works. Let me see. I got a load 2230 miles for $2,000 going up. That's good, bro. You did good. Damn right. You did good. That's a good load. I'm the one used to drive OTR, Tony. Oh, what's up? Okay, so she said, yes, they own, but we're all independent. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. And now you're looking to get into the cargo van space. Also, semi truck driver looking to transition into the cargo van. You all will love it. I'm gonna tell you, all my semi truck drivers that now have cargo vans. I think for you all is a little culture shock because see, you all started from the top. I'm gonna be real with y'all. The semi truck drivers started from the top. They had to follow all guidelines, all regulations. They have the ELD. They got to stop at the weigh station, the agriculture. They have to go through everything. Pre-check inspections. See, if y'all don't know this language I'm talking, semi-truck drivers know the language I'm talking right now. Cargo vans, the thing with cargo vans, they don't fall up under all of that. Cargo vans we don't have to stop at no DOT weigh stations. We don't have to keep no electronic logging device, which is the ELD. We don't have to do none of that. All we gotta do is stop at agriculture. That's about it. And we run as long as we want. If I want to drive for 24 hours, I can drive for 24 hours. But that's why, and I think that's why when the semi truck drivers come over to the cargo van space, y'all crush it. Y'all crush it. I have Miss Sassy. She's in Cali. She's 67 years old, and Miss Sassy been on me about a year and a half, And she was a semi truck driver for 30 years. And I seen her get in that van, and I just seen the happiness and the relief. Um, it was for her. It was just a disbelief. She just couldn't believe that the cargo van business was the way it was. So it's a culture shock. Especially for the semi truck drivers, because y'all got to follow everything. But salute to you all, though. Y'all run the road, so hey, I stay out y'all way. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Yeah, and I tell people this: if you love to drive, this is the best industry for you, man. Like if you do DoorDash, Uber Eats, if you're a person that drive all the time and you Lyft driver, like you get in this industry, it's like you doing what you love to do. Ain't nothing like doing what you love to do and get paid for it. That's the most beautiful thing in the world. Let me see. He said, "You're right, and I'm looking forward to the simple life. I've been at it for 9 years." Oh yeah, yeah. So I know you ready for that break. I already know. I'm a CDL driver. I do local beverage company. Oh, that's what's up. Did OTR before. I'm tired of working for these companies. Hey, bro, I was just like that, bro. I was driving the box trucks for a company that dealt with building material. So I used to have to unload the truck. I used to have to use the low. If y'all don't know what a low is like this huge like crane type of forklift where it can go probably about to like a fourth or fifth floor. So I used to have to like work that as well and take all the building material. Because we used to do like office buildings before, like when they getting built. So that when COVID hit, I actually got laid off. That was my blessing in disguise. Because when COVID hit, they laid me off because we was building. Now I ain't gonna lie. Now I'm gonna keep it 100. This company I was working for is very smart because they got foremen, they got everything right. They got contractors. They not only do they have the building material right, but they also build a building. So they build a building and they supply their own supplies for the building. So when COVID hit, it shut us down because they made everybody go home, and we was building office buildings. And so that's why I got laid off. So when I got laid off, I said, man, this is my time. This is what I've been praying for. I've been praying for opportunity because I didn't just want to quit. I don't like quitting on nobody. I was like, either they got to fire me or I got to get laid off. And then they laid me off. And then that's how I was able to truly have the time to focus and build my business. And I started with just that one van. Now I run a whole fleet. We got so many vans right now. We got a whole dispatch company. That's about 80 vans and box trucks. We go crazy. I was showing one of my mentees, shout out to Jameer. Jameer been with me about 8 months. And he finally got everything together the way he was, able to go get his van. And he went all out and got a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter. If you watch my short that I just did a couple of days ago, that's Jameer. He's from Detroit. But I was showing Jameer. Jameer was like, bro, how do you run a company like that with what you have? So I showed him all the different chats that I got on Telegram, WhatsApp, all this type of stuff. And he was looking at it. He was like, bro, how do you do that? I was like, bro, it's not just me, it's me and my whole team. I said, you see this person right here? I said, that's my son. My son is booking loads. He was like, what? I'm like, yeah. I said, he's only 18. That's what he do. So that's why I tell y'all, man, get in this industry, man, because not only can you teach, you will learn it, but teach the people around you. Put the people around you in a position to where they can win, and pay them a percentage. You'll make enough money if you run in a fleet. You're going to make the money. Like, don't be too greedy. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you see someone, your family, cousin, girlfriend, boyfriend, children, whatever it is, you see they eager and they want to learn something different. Think about this, yo. When we was growing up, we didn't have the opportunity to learn normally something that our parents was doing, or sometimes we don't even want to do what our parents is doing. Definitely how hard I know my parents had to work to keep a roof over my head. But then it's like we live in a different world now, in the world we can all become business owners and we can own something and leave some type of legacy behind. And then you can teach the people around you to keep the name going, once God called for you. So for me, that's what I'm doing it for. I'm serving my purpose, man. So, and to be able to help as many as you as I possibly can, man. And for me, at the end of the day, that's what I do it for. I love it. I ain't gonna lie. I love this. I do it almost every day. I try my best to take the weekends off, man. I don't know what these people got going on. They losing their mind. You have ideals. That don't even make sense. Let me get you out of here. Can't have no nonsense going on in the chat. What's the best cargo van to start? I'm gonna be real with you. The best cargo van to start with is, I would say a Ford Transit. Get you like a 2020, 2021, 250, Ford Transit 250, high roof extended cab. Get you one of those. What's the best? Let me see. I know that's right. God be the glory every time. Starting off, will I be able to make 1,000 or 1,500 a week? Yeah, if you're in a cargo van all day, cargo van easily, you'll easily be able to do that with no problem. Yeah, in a cargo van, you'll be able to do that with no problem. Let me see. What does your program include? I got 3 different programs, so it really depends. I got tier 1. Tier 1 is like my basic mentorship. I mentor you. You be a part of. You have the number, the mentorship number. You have my portal that has the cargo van course, medical course, mentorship community, dispatch class. Then we got tier 2. You get everything with tier 1, but then you also we set up everything for you. So that's the DOT, MC numbers, BLC3, UCR numbers. That's so you can go state to state. That way you can book loads through brokers. Once your MC number have aged over time, we also give you a guaranteed contract if you want to be working regional or you want to work over the road. Some people come in, they don't have the LLC established. I show love sometimes, and I'll do it for you on me. It doesn't come with the program, but it's on me. My 1% program is a different program. I will have to go down the list of stuff for that one because it's a lot come with that 1% club. So basically, you get everything out of 1 and 2, but then you also you get access to all my events. So anything I do online or I do in person, you get access to that. You only do you get the dispatch class, you get personal dispatch training. I train you on how to dispatch. You also get funding, credit repair as well. You get that as well. You also, I can teach you how to become a fleet owner, help you find your drivers. We'll set up your business email. We'll set up your business domain. We'll do fleet training. I'll teach you how to hire employees and where to find them at. You get my personal phone number, direct access to me at all times. It's just levels to this game. That's it. I got levels. Hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate you too, man. Thank you so much. Hey, Thomas, what's good? Love all the good gems you drop on the regular, man. Appreciate that, man. What's the starting amount we need to be under the mentorship program? Starting amount, the tier 1 is 3K, tier 2 is 4,500, and the 1% club is a 10K program. But I give discounts, so matter of fact, I can put my number up. I'll put my number up and you just hit the number up. I'll show you love. I came across your channel 2 months ago. I'm soaking up the game like a sponge. I am a semi-truck driver. I will be about 2 weeks notice until 4 to 6 weeks. Follow my business blueprint. That's what's up. Thanks for everything. I got to jump off, but I'm signed up at the workshop tomorrow. Let's go. The workshop going to be a movie tomorrow. We deliver everything, man. We just deliver a lot of freight, general freight. It can be some of anything. It can be anything. Tires, commercial tires, paint, window frames. It can be so much stuff, y'all, to be real with you. Hold on. I'm going to put my number up here so you all can, let me see. No, that's not the one I want to do. Let's do this one. Yeah. So here go the number. So anybody looking to join the program, just text mentorship to that phone number right there. And we'll get you up and running then. I'm going to give y'all a nice discount. I'm not going to say what it is. You got to text that number. But that's only for today. That's for people who ready, they're ready to build a brand, build an empire. I got you. How can someone do this in a car? You can easily do this in a car. My best advice for you, if you got a car, I'm going to be real with you. I would tell you to go and First, go and do a LLC. Do your LLC. Come up with a business name, and I'm gonna set you up. Watch how I set you up to be great. So when you create your LLC, don't put delivery in it, don't put transportation in it, don't put none of that, right? You can use enterprise, you can use group, you can use services, you can use courier, COURIER. You can use anything like that. That's low risk. Because the long haul is once you get in this business and you start building relationships, you may want to use something called OPM. That's other people money. You may want to go to your bank and your bank see that you're making all this money. Now your bank say, hey, you need any funding? You need any help? Are you looking to grow this business? By your business, see, that's why I say the foundation is extremely important. Where you start at. Because you decided to make sure your name of your LLC was on the low risk area. So now when you go to get the funding from the bank, they're going to give you crazy amounts, 50K, 100K, $250,000, because you're in a low risk industry because of your name. So start with that first, LLC, EIN, go and get your business bank account, go and get your HIPAA and your bloodborne pathogen certification. Go to integritydelivers.com. That's the website. I have a coupon code that stick with us. You get a discount. I think it's $40, but you get it for like 30, if I'm not mistaken. Go and get a TWIC card. TWIC card, very important to use. And after that, you want to start with the search engines first. Find out what's around you. That's the first thing you need to do. Find out what's in your area where you live at. You know, even if you got to go to Google, type in carrier service in your area. You go to cbdriver.com, type your zip code in. Carriergids.com, type your zip code in. You got to see what's in your area first. Go to the app store. Sign up with as many apps as you can. Find out what apps work in your area. You know, these are beginning things you all need to do with a personal vehicle. I'm not the only one that done told you this. I'm pretty sure, like I've said this a zillion times, but I know a lot of you all are new. So the people that's new, never seen me before, go follow those steps if you got a personal vehicle. And then you hit me back in the money and tell me how great you're doing. That was say gems. I have a 2021 Honda Pilot. I'm not allowed to use commercial vehicle. You don't need commercial insurance with a personal vehicle. My phone died. Did you say something about the reefer van medical? No, I didn't. What about business account on Cash Out? I mean, you can use Cash Out, but you want to have I would use a bank account though. Build a relationship with a bank account. I have logistics in my LLC name. Is that a good move? I mean, I would try to remove it or amend it if I was you. Try to remove it or amend it. That's only if you're looking for funding. If you don't care nothing about no funding, then don't worry about it. Leave it like it is. How do you get a TWIC card? It's a website called indentigo.com. It's spelled IDENTOGO.com. That's IDENTOGO.com. How much? The TWIC card costs $125. It lasts for 5 years and well worth it. Kareem, yo, what's good, homie? What up, what up? How you say your name? Halal. Transportation was good. I just wanted to know, is it worth buying a reefer van? I wouldn't buy no reefer van. Buy a regular van. Buy a Ford Transit or Mercedes-Benz Sprinter. Brother, I'm living in Los Angeles. I have a personal vehicle. Yeah, you can get started. You got 2019. That's absolutely perfect. So follow those steps that I just spoke about. Hey, Tony, God Almighty, you have blessed the home, the importance of those that are driving OTR, cargo van, box trucks. Be aware of the sundown towns. Keep protection of y'all. God bless everyone. So carriers is low risk. No, carriers is fine. That's absolutely good. That's high. Carrier low risk. Yeah, absolutely. I was asking how to do carrier work without a car. I mean, one way of doing it, if you know somebody with a card and they need to ask them, can they add you on the insurance? And then whatever extra it costs them, make sure you just pay that for them. I'm doing this out of a Ram $1,500 pickup. Besides the TWIC card, what else would you recommend? I mean, you good. You know, have that business set up, that business bank account. So when you fill out the application, you get on board and you have all the information and you can get the ball rolling. Empire. I have to look into Empire. I don't think there's anything wrong with Empire. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So hey, if y'all just joining the live, if you don't know me, I got a company called Stick With Us Delivery Service. That's on all social media platforms. Stick With Us Delivery Service: TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. I specialize in the medical carrier space. Those of you that got personal vehicles, specialize in cargo vans and box trucks. When I first got started, I was working for a company driving box trucks. Learned the business, started my own cargo van business, and 6 years later, here I am. How was Mad Zoom? I mean, from what I hear, it's fine. Since the tariffs are back in play, do you come across money from any ports? What you mean come across money? So if y'all got any questions, feel free to ask your questions. If you're ready to sign up for the mentorship program, text mentorship to this number and we're gonna get you up and running. Show you how to make $3,000 to $5,000 every single week in the cargo van industry. Can I do deliveries with an SUV? Yep. Yep. As long as it's like within 10 to 12 years old, you good to go. You absolutely can do it. Yep. You'll do local work. So you'll do small packages with local carrier companies and you'll do medical carrier work with like stats and labs and all that type of stuff. And you can do all of that with an SUV. Oh yeah, we pick up from ports. Yeah, ports, airports, all of that, of course. That's why you need that TWIC card. That's why if you don't, as long as you don't have no felonies within the last 7 years, go get the TWIC card. Go get it. Don't even hesitate. Go and get it. Let me see something real quick. I spelled that completely wrong. Give me a second, y'all. I'm just trying to see something. Let's see. You take payments for your mentorship, or it just depends on if you can get approved. I can send you a link. If you get approved, then you're good to go. Twit card costs about 125. If I have a low 700 credit score, how much you think I would have to put down? Like 2 grand, 2 to 3,000. You won't have to put down much. In some cases, you might not have to put no money down. Hey, anytime, Leo. Yes, the Twit card is excellent when doing a cargo van. I get a lot of loads that require a Twit card. A lot of loads. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. I don't have a way to put up the website, um, but it's spelled IDENTOGO.com. That's how you spell it. Oh yeah, above and beyond and forever. What's up? What's up? Yeah, the class tomorrow gonna be epic. I'm here to tell you. Like go to my post. I did a post. Go to the post. Go to my profile. Look at the post. I put the link for the class. We actually had filled up all the seats, and I just expanded the seats. I added more seats because with Zoom they allow you to do 500 seats, but I had upped it just now for up to another 500. So now we got 1,000 seats for the class tomorrow. Oh, you just got yours 2 days ago? That's perfect. The class is at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you go to my social media platform, just go to my link in my bio and it'll take you straight to my website and you can sign up. It's the first option. T-Dub in the building. What up, family? Yo. Kareem said, I got my ticket. Green said, I got my ticket. Let's go. Action takers, man. Shout out to all the action takers in the building. Oh, damn, I don't know why I just shook that up. That was not smart. I almost messed up my laptop and everything. Let me clean that up real quick. That could have been bad. Can't mess up the laptop. All right, we're back. When you come to, man, I need to come to North Carolina. I ain't gonna lie. I do need to come to North Carolina. Absolutely. Yo, what's up, man? How you doing? It's crazy because I was going to base the business around refrigerator loads. Oh, nah. Oh, come on, bro. You already know. Oh man, I mean, if you're gonna be in a medical carrier space, yes, you want to have all the other certifications, yeah. But if you're doing a cargo van, you don't need the hip and bloodborne passenger with a cargo van. I would get the TWIC card though. That's like one of the main things, one of the main requirements. Yo, Cooper, what's up? It's a rocking with you from Cincinnati. Let's get it. OH. I got a couple of homies from OH. IO. I'm gonna be on here for a few more minutes, y'all. So, you know, I'm here to get y'all up and running. ATL in here, what's good, what's good? ATL, CJ, what's up, man? How you doing? Plenty of money in the A. Plenty of money. So, yo, like I told y'all, man, get ready for the class tomorrow. Those of you that's ready to start a cargo van business right now, tap in. Let's get the ball rolling. We're in the fourth quarter. You know, this is the peak season. So if you was gonna get in this business, it's a good time. Annette, how you doing? Shout out to my VIP mentee. Yeah, so if you was gonna get in this business, it's a good time now because it's peak season. We're approaching peak season, so you'll be able to make a nice amount of money. I told I was on the phone with one of my business partners this morning. He was like, "Yo, bro, hey, we need to see 1 million before the year out." I said, let's go. You know, let's do it. I know we can do it. Let's make 1 million before the year out. That'll be a good way to end the year. I just set up my business account. I want to know, do I need to set up I mean, normally it depends on who you banking with, but normally you can pay yourself. You can send yourself a direct deposit from your bank account. What's the link? Got to text the number. That's my number. Just text my number. Who you know giving out their phone number? I do that because there'd be too many fake pages on social media. So I'm trying to eliminate all them fake pages. Let me see. Peak season is like around all the holiday times, you know. So like people get ready for the Halloween, the Thanksgiving, the Christmas, the New Year's. They start stocking up the stores, and you know there'll be a lot of stuff need to be delivered during that time. Yo, what's good? What's good? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? You got to text the number. I can't. How am I gonna send you the link? I'm giving you my number. Use it. Hey, you know how many times I had somebody hit me at this it was, I don't know if it was this morning or yesterday morning, right? And this will be blowing my mind. This is why a lot of people miss the opportunity, yo. We as people, we have to change our ways. We got to get outside of whatever it is that them beliefs or whatever that stop us from getting ahead in life. But that's what I'm gonna say before I close out here. That's what we got to change, because a lot of us, we get in our own way and we miss our blessing. Because you could have been that close from making 100,000 or $250,000 for the year, but you got in your own way and you missed your opportunity, and now you're not going to make that. Now you might have to settle with 50 or 60K when you could have made 100 or $250,000. The reason I say that is because I had somebody hit me up, and I said, yo, it's Friday. I said, I don't mind texting. I said, it's Friday. I'm doing payroll. I'm making sure all my drivers are good. We're booking a lot of loads. He was like, I don't want no text. You got to call me. I don't even know you. What you talking about? Call you. So unprofessional. So if you got a person that's a multimillionaire, you don't even know that person is texting you. So you mean to tell me that you can't text back? You that much in your own way to where you can't text back and you missing out on your blessing. For me, it's mind blowing. I've never seen nothing like that before. But companies tell me this all the time. How many times they done reached out to somebody trying to give them a contract, can't get in contact with them, sending them emails, calling them, sending them text messages, no response. Y'all stop missing out on y'all blessing, bro. Before I get over here, that's one thing I'm gonna say. Stop, get out your own way. With whatever those beliefs you have, whatever, look, you ain't got the millions. You ain't got the billions. So if a multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar company is trying to conversate with you, why is you trying to tell them how you want to conversate? We got to be humble, yo. We got to at least humble ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Humble yourself. It ain't that serious. I see it time and time again. I just be in disbelief. I'm like, where do we get this from? Like, where do we get the entitlement from? I ain't got no damn billions. If Jeff Bezos texts me right now, you think I'm finna tell him, man, you better call me. Finna talk, I ain't finna text. I'd be a fool. Y'all stop, man. Y'all get it together, man. That's all I can tell you, man. Get it together, man. Can you make $250,000 in 1 year in a cargo van? I mean, you can make, not with one van. It depends on what type of connect you got. You can do that in a box truck. In a van, depending on how your hustle is, you can do 120 to 150. I mean, I got a driver that he probably gonna do 180 with one van, but he been doing it for 2-3 years. So, someone starting off, I'm not gonna give you them type of numbers, because I'm just not that person to give up the fake numbers like that just to be starting off. Yeah, I appreciate that. Grandis, I love your content. Tony, can you send? Yep. Tony, what is of the Navy Fed underwriter working with someone that has a bad credit profile? I have an account that's with them several years and several 5K or more ready down payments. It just depends. It really depends, but you do got the relationship. So, but you know what? Besides that, I got a dealership. If you're looking to get a cargo van, you can have a 400 credit score. And I'll co-sign. I mean, not co-sign on the credit end, but you have to be my mentee. I have to know like what type of person you are. I got to make sure that you're gonna put the work in before I just say, yo, get them approved, because I can't put my risk myself. But I don't mind if I know that you're a good person, and you know what I mean. I just have to see that you really trying to make this happen. But I do it a lot. I co-sign for a lot of people. I let them know like, yo, we're gonna get them a contract. We're gonna get them loads. And we done got 3 people this month alone that had 400 credit scores, got cargo vans. You still working with a pickup truck? When I was over the road, I used to drive trucks and vans and sleep in both of them, not cold, when it was... Valerie say that, Tony. I gotta say that, man, because I don't know, man. I guess I'd be rooting for y'all so hard and co-signing y'all so hard. And when I see us miss the opportunities, I'm like, Damn, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing. It's only but so much I can do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I teach box trucks. I have box trucks and cargo vans and medical carrier. I teach all of it. Oh man, 70K a year, I can do that. You can do that with your eyes closed in the cargo van industry. You're gonna do if you local, you're gonna do 80 to 100K a year if you local. If you over the road, you're looking at 120, 150K. Some people gonna do more than that in 1 year. It just depends on your hustle, your drive, your ambition. Depends on which connects you're using. You know, everything is different for everybody. Man, I had to put down 9,000 to get my first cargo van. That's because my credit was bad, and that was like 5, 6 years ago. You all in a better situation because I have a company that you could probably put 4 or 5 grand down with bad credit. I wish I could have put that down. I was trying my best to put 5K down to keep my other 10K in my pocket, but it didn't work out that way. So I really had to hit the ground running. And another thing too, don't get in this industry and play with it. Like hit it hard. Like understand, like you just invested all that money. Don't play with it. If you're gonna invest all that money, man, put the work in, man. You know, figure out the right way to make the most money the fastest. That way you see a return a lot faster. And ain't no feeling like knowing you done made your money back what you invested. Now everything else after that is to the good. That itself is a good feeling. How much for your mentorship, husband and wife together? Text my number. I'll show you some love. Text my number. I have everything. I got flyers. I got everything already mapped out. So I'll show you everything you need. I was giving a message to someone else, Tony, that you can. Oh, all right, no problem, no problem. Damn, time be flying. I've been on here almost an hour already. Time flies by that quick. I still got a lot of messages to respond to. Someone said they're in Georgia. So they lease a box truck, or should they just get a cargo van? What does it take? It depends on your budget. So if this person is on this live with the 470 number, I guess you're out of Atlanta, Georgia. So you can lease a box truck. It just depends on your budget. I always say if you're gonna go box truck route, have you about 20, 30K. If you're gonna go cargo van route, have you about 10 to 15K. You know, because you got to think of your overhead, your expenses, your gas, your maintenance, your van note, your van insurance. You know, you got to think about all that type of stuff. You know, so make sure you have a little cushion when you get into this business. Hey, how you doing, boss? Oh, Matt. Shout out to Matt. Matt, if you're still on here, man, shout out to you, man. Let me see. If there's any more questions, because I'm about to get off here in a second. I got a lot of people to answer to that say they're ready to get started. And I'm about to do my best and everything in me to help them get up and running. How do you get the link for the class? You can go to my post. I did a post. I put the link right up under the post. Or you can text class to this number and I'll send y'all the link. That's another thing. That's easy. Just text class to that number. I'll send over the link. Will 5,000 be good enough for cushion once you pay for everything? Yeah, of course, yeah. Because you're going to spend for the month for gas. You're going to spend, if you OTR, you're going to spend about 2,000 in gas, 2,000 to 2,500. You know, but if you're bringing back 10 to 12,000, it's worth it. Absolutely worth it. Man, thank you so much, man. That's love, man. Appreciate that, man. Y'all go follow him. That's love. Previous and the truck owner operator is the course enough to get you started until you can join the mentorship. Now the course will give you a nice blueprint to get you started, get your feet wet, and then you know, after that, you know, come upgrade. And I'll upgrade anything. I'll upgrade tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. I'll upgrade. I'm never tripping about that. Text this number. I got different tiers. I'm gonna show y'all love today though. I'm gonna give y'all a discount. And anybody who signed up today, I'm gonna give you $1,000 off. How about that? That sounds good? Anybody that signs up today, first 3 people get $1,000 off. Text mentorship to that number. First 3 people get $1,000 off the listed price for each tier. So now we Gucci. We Gucci. This been a really good live though. I swear I told y'all I love YouTube live. It's so much interaction in YouTube live that I like. You know, you all ask some amazing questions. I love the engagement. I love this, man. Appreciate you all. Like for real. Hey, we family now. We locked in. Ain't no switching that. Now we fam now. You feel me? So we locked in, man. But I appreciate y'all, man. It was a blessing to be on here with y'all today, man. And I'm looking forward to, being inside that workshop tomorrow, man. Give y'all some real gems. See y'all soon, man. Stick with us. And we out of here.